Hello, this is David Berg, four-star master distributor and a retired corporate technology executive. Today I want to talk about business success with the introduction of a Sisel Cafe and help us understand how we can be most successful. Before I get to that part, let me quote from Warren Buffett. I think it's a powerful quote. He says, "Things you like to do should be a hobby of yours. But things the world does should be a business of yours." So how does this play out with coffee? Well, really it does, because coffee is not a luxury. It's a part of daily life. And the world buys coffee. I mean, it's the second largest traded item. And so it's powerful. We should, we can benefit a business by being involved in coffee, and this is what Tom has done. So let's talk a little bit about the coffee opportunity and the business focus on it. Some decade or so ago, Starbucks got into the business, been highly successful, and they socialized the $5 cup of coffee. As hard as it is to believe, people pay $5 and go to Starbucks and drink the coffee. And didn't take too long for the fast food chains to figure out, hey, we can make a lot of money in coffee. So McDonald's came out with the affordable McCafe, and they began advertising their coffee more than their burger. Not to be outdone, Burger King then came out with the iced mocha and started advertising that. Then came Dunkin' Donuts. Would you believe Dunkin' Donuts changed their logo to coffee? The donut company changed their logo to coffee. I mean, there's money to be made in drinks, especially in coffee. Nestle introduced the Nescafe. And Subway now is a breakfast menu that features coffee, because people get up in the morning, they want what? They want coffee. Now, as far as Tom Maurer and Sisel, Tom has the notion that he doesn't have to be first in the market, but he wants to be the best. And so what has he done? He's, in the last several weeks, we've announced, a month ago we announced, but he started producing product. And probably now 3 weeks we've produced some of the cafe product. And it is the best tasting cup of coffee that you can, in the world, that you can get today. And by the way, the same thing is true about the marketing plan. The marketing plan is the best in the world in terms of the money you can make from the commodity of coffee. So let's talk a little bit about this commodity of coffee and why it's so powerful. Well, it's the world's most consumed drink next to water. It's the world's largest traded commodity after oil. North America consumes 500 million cups a day. 500 million cups a day. That blows my mind. How can you even imagine that? More than 80% of North America over the age of 18 drink coffee. Specialty coffee sales has increased by 20% per year. And there are 255 million coffee drinkers in North America. And here's the kicker. Millions pay up to $4 a cup and drink 3 to 5 cups a day. I say, wow. So how do we introduce it? Simply with 4 questions. What are the 4 questions? Well, the first question is, do you drink coffee? And 80% of the time, the answer is going to be yes. Then the second question you ask is, well, how do you drink your coffee? I mean, is it black? Is it mocha? What is it, right? The third question you ask is, what is your favorite brand? Let's say they say, my favorite brand is Starbucks. Then you say, when was the last time Starbucks sent you a check for drinking or recommending their coffee? And of course, we know the answer there is never, right? So now you've opened the door, and here's what you say. You give the Sisel Cafe invitation. Here it is. Here, this is a sample of the world's best tasting coffee that pays you to drink and share it. And you give them the sample. They receive it. And you say, let me know if you agree that this is the world's best tasting coffee. And then, of course, you give them some information. Here's some information on the income and the product. And then you go on. Try the coffee and let me know how you like it. And if you'd like to be paid to drink it. Let's talk again tomorrow. I'm anxious to get your personal taste results. So this is simple. It's really simple. And remember, if it looks like they have some interest in getting paid to drink their coffee, they have some interest in being a distributor, you want to make sure you use a 3-way to answer their questions and help them get enrolled. answer all their questions. So we come to something easy. The invitation is easy, and why? Because most people drink coffee, and they're curious to see what the world's best tasting coffee tastes like. So they're open to trying the world's best tasting coffee. But remember, here's a network marketing axiom, which is a truth. More talk means less pay. Less talk means more pay. So you want to be the messenger and not the message. So let's talk a little bit about inviting. I've talked about this before. There's 3 components to it. The strength of your relationship. What does that mean? Well, they got to like you and trust you, or you don't have any strength of relationship. The second is the strength of your passion, and you show that in the sound of your voice. Of course, you have to have your voice to show it. Can't show that in text or emails, etc. Then the degree of curiosity that plays into it. Well, as far as the coffee is concerned, the biggest curiosity is the world's best tasting coffee. I'd like to see what that tastes like. So when you put all 3 of these together, you have a powerful combination to enhance and increase the probability of success. Either what is success? It's either a distributor or a customer. But in order to use all 3, you got to do it in person, or you have to do it on the telephone. You can't do it on Facebook, can't do it on, an email, you can't do it on chat, you can't do it on those things. I mean, I'm not saying you can't be successful, but you can't use all 3 of these powerful factors. You lose the sound of your voice, the strength of your passion. So what's important? Number 1, you need to say world's best tasting coffee that pays you to drink and share. Second, you give them the 2-page brochure and the prepare to faint document. Third, use your voice to have them feel your passion. And fourth, you set a time for you to get back with them and learn from their taste test. Now, if you talk to 5 coffee drinkers, that can produce a Sisel Distributor and 2 Kaffe customers. That's a 60% ratio. Major baseball players only get around 30% of the time they hit a home run or get on base, But there's a possibility of doing much better here. Coffee's an easy connection, and we have the highest quality, best tasting coffee and the best comp plan. So, hey, what we got here? Great coffee, the world's best comp plan. You got them both together. Now I have to admit that I do not drink coffee, so I can't tell you personally that that it tastes good. But everybody I've given it to says, yeah, it's wonderful. But it's a great opportunity, and I love the opportunity, and I love the idea of giving the coffee drinking people of the world the best tasting and the healthiest coffee. So I've left you my contact information. I'm happy to help you in any way. And thank you very much for taking the time to review this short training video.